Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with a new video for Python for beginners. In today's session, I will show you that how you can convert your HTML code to a simple text. So in short, what you have as your input is some HTML web page and you want to get, or let's say you want to extract the complete only information from that website. You don't want any of the HTML tags which you have on that website. So if you have to do it manually, then definitely it requires a lot of time. So today I will show you a technique how you can do, or let's say how you can process this complete data and you can easily convert that data from a HTML to the simple text, or let's say to the simple information that you require, so that you can further use it and further process it. So that is all that we will be covering in today's session. Now let's not waste time and let's understand how exactly we will be doing it and what exactly we require to convert the HTML text to the normal text. So let's see that. Alright, so to do that, we require one module, or let's say we require one package, which is a Python script, and that is HTML to text. So we require that HTML to text module, and that needs to be installed on our system so that we can further use that to convert our HTML code to the simple text message. So that is all that we want to do. And to do that, first of all, the very important thing that we have to do is that we have to install that HTML to text part, just because that is not inbuilt in Python programming. And to do that, we must know that how we do the installation of that particular code, right? So let me just show you how exactly we do that. So to do that, first of all, let's do one thing. Let's create a new script. Let's say HTML processing. For example, I'm giving this name, and over here if I will simply call it HTML to text, then you will see that it will underline this with the red line, and that is simply saying that no module named HTML to text, and it is asking you to install it, right? So you can install it directly over here, but I don't want to install from here, just because I want to explain you where you should install so that you can link this complete package with your script which you are going to write right now. To do that, just go to the terminal. In the terminal, you will find that you already have your virtual environment activated. And right now, whatever packages that I want to install, that should be installed inside the virtual environment, so that I will have a separate environment that will contain all my dependencies of my project. Because there are chances that due to the version compatibility of different versions, or let's say of different packages, there what happens is it can conflict, and it will not allow you to work on two different projects if you will have the same virtual environment for both the projects. So that is the reason we will be having a separate virtual environment in which I will be installing HTML to text, so that it will work fine for my project. So that is what I want to do. And right now you can see virtual environment is already activated. If in case you don't have the virtual environment and you want to create it, so in that case let me show you how exactly you can do it. If in case you are using PyCharm, it's very easy for you. You can directly go to file, you can directly go to settings, and after going to settings you have some options, and let me show you that. And over here just click on project InfiniQ and go to Python interpreter. Over here just drop down menu, go to show all. Now click on plus so that you can create your new virtual environment. Right now you can see I have so many virtual environments. So here you have an option whether you want to create it to virtual environment, conda environment, system interpreter, pip environment. So whatever it is, you can use any one of it, and accordingly you can install your package, right? So this is all that I want to do, right? Okay, so as per this, just select the interpreter which you want to use. So just select this, and accordingly whatever is the name, just use it. Like you can see virtual environment is already there, so that's why it is asking me to change the name, and accordingly you can write the name for your virtual environment. And when you are done with this, just click on OK, and it will create a virtual environment for you, right? Right now I will not create it because I already have a virtual environment, and you can see that over here VENV. So this is how when you will click on OK, it will take you over here, and you can select that and then click on OK. So this is how you will be creating a virtual environment. And now if in case, suppose right now I already have the virtual environment activated. Now let's say I will deactivate it, right? Now when I will deactivate the virtual environment, you will see my virtual environment is no more over here, right? So that means I'm no more inside the virtual environment. So if in case now I have to work on the virtual environment, first I have to activate that. And to activate that, what should I do? We have it we have different methods to do that as per the operating system, right? So right now I'm using Ubuntu. So as per Ubuntu, I will simply type source slash venv. Okay, where I am right now. Oh, okay, sorry, my mistake. Currently I'm on a different location. You can see new folder, and that is not inside the new folder, so that is outside. So let me just go back first of all. Now just source and just write the name of your virtual environment, venv slash bin slash activate. So that you will find inside this, inside bin, and here you will have the activate. So when you will run this script, when you will run this command, you will see that your virtual environment will be activated, right? So this is the way how we can activate the virtual environment. Now when your virtual environment is activated, now you can further do the task that you want to do, or let's say you can further install the packages that you want to install. And in our case right now, we want to install HTML to text, so that we can use it further to convert your HTML text to the normal text, right? So this is all that I want to do. Now to do that, you have to write a simple command, pip install HTML to text. Now press enter. Now wait for it. And currently when you will run this command, you must have an internet connection on your system, so that it can be used further, it can download the package. Because right now we don't have HTML to text on our local system, or let's say into our interpreter, so we have to install it, and that will be installed from some server, and that is pip server. So it will be downloading it from there. So that is why we require an internet connection for that. So this is how you can see now the HTML to text is installed. And now when you will go in here, you will notice that it will start discovering the things, and it will update the library where you have it. Now you can see HTML to text is no more highlighted, and it's not underlined with the red line, right? So this means now the HTML to text is installed, and currently this script is using the virtual environment which in which I have installed it, right? And you can check the list of this, like you can simply type pip list, and it will show you the list of all the packages which you have over here. And currently we have installed HTML to text, so you can see this is HTML to text, and this is the version for that, right? So this is what exactly we have done. Okay, so this is the way how we have done it. Now let me show you how exactly I can convert the normal HTML text to the simple text, right? So to do that, I will be simply calling the functions. I will be simply calling the methods from there. So you can see HTML to text dot. So the function is HTML to text. I will be calling it, and the first thing is HTML. Whatever HTML tag you have, whatever HTML code you have to type in here, and based on that we will be doing it. Now over here, just pass the string which is containing the HTML, right? So to do that, let me do one thing. Let me write a small code for it. So after that I will show you that what will be the output for the input that we have given. And my input will be a HTML tag, or let's say my input will be the HTML code, and accordingly I will get the result. So let me just type it now. Alright, so now you can see I have written a very small code in which I have added some HTML tags like HTML tag, head tag, body tag, and paragraph tag. So I have added some of it. Now what I want is that this is my input, and I want to extract the only required information, or let's say I want to extract the information that I have on my page. I don't want the HTML tags and all. So I just want to collect that. So to do that, now I will be running it. Now let's see. Alright, so now I'm not getting any output, just because currently what I have done is I have simply called this, I have simply called this function to get the result for it. Let me do one thing, let me store it over here. Let's say output equal to, now let's print this, print output. Now let's run it again. Alright, so you can see now this is a demo HTML code for my intro. My name is Ashish Saini from Innovate Yourself. So you can see now here I have my code, I have my data written over here, I have my information written over here, but that was not only the simple information, that was written completely with a complete HTML code. So from that complete HTML code, I'm just extracting that information. So this is the advantage of using the HTML to text part, so that I can convert my HTML code to a simple code, and it will save a lot of time for me. Because when I will be using this, I don't have to do any like manual processing of my data to remove all the tags from there. Instead, I can directly just remove all of them. So this is the way how I can simply use the HTML to text, and I can convert the HTML code to the text part. So this is about the simple example which I have added over here. Similarly, you can use multiple other HTML tags, or let's say you can use multiple other HTML coding which you can use and which you can type over here, and accordingly you can get the result for it. So this is all about it. So let me take one more example, and this time I will not type it. Instead, I will be copying it from some website, right? So let's do one thing. Let's open a website. Let's open my website, in fact, and over here let me open my latest blog, and I just want to extract the information for that. So let me just get the source code for it. Okay, so I'm having it. Just copy this, and over here, instead of passing this, just pass this, right? So now I have added this. Now let's run it. So you can see now whatever data, whatever code you were having in there, based on that, whatever information you have inside the page, whatever information you have on that page, all the information you have right now, and all the information are not in the HTML format. Instead, that is in the normal format. It's a normal format through which you are just getting the output, right? So this is the way how you can collect the information. This is the way how you can convert your HTML code to the normal text. So this is all about it. Now that is it from my side for this part. I hope everything is clear to you. And if you have any doubts, feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And also, if you have any feedback for us, feel free to leave a comment below as well. And if you have liked our video, do click on the like button. And if you are new to our channel, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from our channel. And also, you can hit the bell icon if you want to get a notification whenever we will upload a new video. So that is it from my side. Till then, bye bye and happy learning.